What if I told you that just 8 simple things you do in the morning could influence whether you live another 5, 10, even 30 years? Not through pills or surgery, but through timeless practices supported by both science and ancient wisdom. Practices that protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your body well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. If you wake up feeling stiff, foggy, or already tired, take it as a signal, but also see it as an opportunity. Because these 8 morning habits are more powerful than most people realize. The moment your eyes open, your body, brain, and spirit are waiting for direction. What you choose in those first moments can determine whether you age with energy and grace, or give in to decline. These 8 habits can reset your balance, restore your vitality, and even rebuild your confidence. Today, I'll share 8 powerful steps, habits that, when practiced with intention, can become your daily armor against aging. These habits aren't new. They come from ancient traditions, passed down by disciplined Shaolin monks, and are now supported by modern science. So pay close attention, not just with your ears, but with your life. And if this inspires you, please like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Let us begin with the first ritual: hydration. When you wake up in the morning, you may feel rested, but inside your body a quiet battle is already underway. During the night, while you sleep peacefully, your body steadily loses water through your breath and your skin. By the time you open your eyes, you are already dehydrated. And yet, what do most people do? They reach straight for coffee, a powerful diuretic, or skip fluids altogether. This small mistake places stress on your body at the very moment it is most vulnerable. With less water in your system, your blood becomes thicker. Your heart, that tireless engine, must work harder to pump it through your vessels. This is why heart attacks and strokes occur more frequently in the early hours of the day, especially for those over 65. The solution, however, is both simple and profound. Before coffee, before breakfast, even before conversation, drink 1 glass of room temperature water mixed with the juice of a quarter lemon. Why room temperature? Because cold water causes your blood vessels to constrict, when what your body truly needs in those first waking moments is openness and flow. The lemon offers gentle but powerful benefits: potassium, vitamin C, and natural compounds that help your liver flush away toxins collected overnight. It awakens your digestion, rehydrates your system, and restores circulation. Do not underestimate this quiet act. In its simplicity, it heals. Now, the second ritual: movement. After hours of stillness, your blood has settled, your joints have stiffened, and your circulation has slowed. This is why so many older adults feel dizzy, unstable, or mentally foggy upon rising. Unfortunately, most people ignore these signals. They force themselves forward, dragging a body that is not yet ready to serve them. But there is another way. In the Shaolin tradition, the morning is not something to conquer. It is something to align with. So before stepping away from your bed, take just 1 mindful minute. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Breathe deeply, filling your lungs, and raise your arms above your head as though welcoming the day itself. Hold that moment. Then lower your arms slowly, letting the tension of sleep leave your body. Roll your shoulders back 5 times, then forward 5 times. Gently rotate your neck, side to side, easing stiffness from the night. Finally, perform 10 slow heel raises, feeling the stretch in your calves and the flow of blood returning to your brain. These movements may appear simple, but their effects are profound. They reset your circulation, send oxygen to your brain, and restore balance to your body. In less than 60 seconds, you reduce your risk of stroke, improve clarity, and lift your mood. This is not exercise, it is awakening. A practice of respect for your body, your breath, and your life. If these words touched your heart and sparked inspiration within you, leave a 3 in the comments to let it shine. If they did not, leave a 0 in quiet honesty. Every thought you share is a gift. Thank you for giving us a moment of your precious time. Now your body is hydrated. Your circulation is flowing. But what about your muscles? Especially after the age of 65, something dangerous begins to happen quietly inside the body. A silent enemy works against your strength, and its name is catabolism, the breakdown of your own muscle tissue to create energy. Why does this happen? In the first hour after waking, your body is still in a fasted state. Without nourishment, it begins to look inward, pulling protein from your muscles to keep itself going. Day by day, year by year, this process slowly erodes your strength. The result is weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls, the very things that rob so many older adults of their independence. The answer is not complicated. The third ritual is early nourishment. Within 30 minutes of waking, your body needs clean, simple protein. This doesn't mean a heavy breakfast. It can be as light as a small shake, a couple of boiled eggs, or a spoonful of yogurt mixed with protein powder. What matters most is consistency. When done daily, this one act has been shown to reduce muscle loss by as much as 60% over 5 years. It also helps stabilize blood sugar, curb unhealthy cravings, and improve cognitive performance. Think of it not as eating, but as feeding your strength before the day has even begun. Now comes the fourth step, one that is overlooked by most people, yet it may be the difference between those who stumble and those who still move with grace. That step is mobility. After a full night of stillness, your joints are not ready for sudden movement. The fluid that allows them to glide, synovial fluid, becomes thick and sluggish. If you move without preparing them, your bones grind more directly, which can trigger pain, inflammation, and over time, permanent damage. But the remedy is simple, and it requires less than 2 minutes. Immediately after your circulation reset, sit on the edge of your bed. Begin with your ankles. Rotate each foot 10 times in each direction. Then gently rotate your knees, loosening the tension. Stand carefully, hold the back of a chair for support, and twist your torso slowly from left to right. Lean gently side to side, roll your shoulders back and forward, and breathe deeply as you move. These are not workouts. They are signals, small messages telling your body, I honor the years you have carried me, and I will treat your strength with respect. Mobility is more than comfort. It is freedom. When you lose mobility, you lose independence. But when you practice it, even briefly, you carry balance and grace into each day. That is the quiet gift of these 90 seconds. And now we arrive at the fifth ritual, perhaps the most sacred of all. You have cared for your body, but what of your mind? What good is strong circulation, steady joints, or nourished muscles if your thoughts are clouded, your memory fading, or your spirit restless? To prepare the body without preparing the mind is to walk into the day half ready. So, before the noise of the world enters your life, take just 1 minute for mental clarity. Sit quietly. Close your eyes and begin to remember the day before. Not forward, but in reverse. Recall what you ate for dinner, the people you spoke with, the color of the evening sky, the feelings that passed through you. Reconstruct your yesterday step by step. This simple practice builds something called cognitive reserve, the brain's ability to stay strong and adaptable even as it ages. Neuroscientists confirm that older adults who practice this form of mental recall remain sharper for longer. Their minds learn to adapt and stay resilient, even when others around them begin to decline. But make no mistake, this is not merely memory training. It is an act of presence. It is respect for the day that has passed and acknowledgement that every detail of life is worth noticing. Most of all, it is a signal to your mind. I am awake. I am aware. I am still learning. And in that signal lies the essence of vitality, body, mind, and spirit working together. Step 6. Gratitude practice. After you've given your body nourishment, restored your circulation, and cleared your mind, it's time to strengthen something just as important, your spirit. And the way you do that is through gratitude. Right after mental clarity, take a moment, just 1 minute, to focus on what you're thankful for. Some people like to keep a small notebook by their bed and write down 3 things each morning. Others simply close their eyes and name them silently. Either way, this practice transforms the way your day begins. And here's the secret. They don't need to be big things. In fact, the smaller and simpler, the better. Perhaps it's the sound of birds outside your window, reminding you that life continues in its quiet rhythm. Perhaps it's the comfort of your bed, the way it held you through the night. Perhaps it's the memory of a message or phone call from a loved one. Gratitude doesn't demand dramatic moments. It thrives in the ordinary. Science confirms what wisdom traditions have long taught. Daily gratitude lowers stress, improves sleep, and strengthens your immune system. But the benefits go beyond biology. Gratitude sets the emotional tone of your day. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Even in times of difficulty, it whispers, there is still something here worth noticing. And that shift is powerful. Take Margaret, age 74, who began each morning writing 3 gratitudes after losing her husband. At first, the list felt forced, but slowly she began to notice details she had overlooked: the warmth of her tea, the laughter of her neighbour's children, the peace of an afternoon nap. Over time, gratitude reshaped her grief into appreciation, not for what was lost, but for what remained. That is the quiet magic of this ritual. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, it balances it. It gives you the strength to meet the day with softness instead of hardness, with perspective instead of despair. By practicing it daily, you create a habit of noticing, and those small notices build into a life of appreciation. Step 7. Breathing for energy. Once your heart has softened with gratitude, it's time to energize the body again. Not with food or caffeine, but with breath. Before the day sweeps you into its demands, dedicate 2 minutes to intentional breathing. Deep belly breathing, or diaphragmatic breathing, is one of the simplest and most effective ways to nourish your entire system. Try this. Sit comfortably, place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. As you inhale, let your belly expand, filling your lungs from the bottom up. Exhale slowly, feeling your body relax. Repeat this cycle for 2 minutes. Another method is the 4-4-4 rhythm. Inhale gently for 4 counts, hold that breath for 4 counts, then exhale slowly for 4 counts. This pattern floods the brain with oxygen, calms the nervous system, and increases mental clarity. Unlike shallow breathing, which keeps you tense and restless, intentional breathing signals to your body: you are safe, you are ready, you are alive. For adults over 65, the benefits are especially important. Mindful breathing reduces blood pressure by calming the stress response. It enhances balance by improving oxygen delivery to muscles and the inner ear. It sharpens focus, allowing you to meet the day with steadiness instead of distraction. Think of Harold, age 79, who once began each day rushing straight to the news. The headlines left him anxious, restless, and short of breath. On his doctor's advice, he tried 2 minutes of breathing before turning on the television. Within weeks, he noticed the difference. His mornings felt calmer, his thoughts clearer, his body more grounded. He realized that those 2 minutes were not wasted time. They were fuel. Because that's the truth. Breathing is not just relaxation. It is energy. It's a way of charging your body without relying on stimulants. With every deep inhale, you bring in vitality. With every long exhale, you release tension. It is medicine available to you every morning, free of charge. So before the noise of the world takes over, claim those 2 minutes. Close your eyes, slow your breath, and feel the oxygen awaken every cell in your body. It is not just breath, it is life itself. And when you begin the day in harmony with it, you carry that calm strength into everything that follows. Step 8. Setting an intention. At last, we come to the final step, giving your morning a purpose. Hydration fuels your body, movement awakens your circulation, gratitude strengthens your spirit, and breathing steadies your mind. But without direction, even the best prepared day can drift. That is why setting an intention matters. An intention is not a to-do list item or a goal with pressure attached. It is a simple statement of how you want to move through the hours ahead. Before breakfast, before emails, before the noise of the world, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what do I want this day to mean? The answer doesn't need to be grand. In fact, the smaller and more personal, the more powerful it often becomes. Perhaps you whisper, I will walk with patience. Maybe you decide, I will listen fully when someone speaks. Or perhaps you choose, I will call someone I love. These are not chores. They are anchors. They steady your energy and give it direction. Over time, these small daily choices shape much more than your schedule. They shape your character. They remind you that life is not lived in broad strokes, but in the details of how you show up each day. So set your intention every morning. Let it be your compass. Because when your actions follow purpose, you no longer wander through the day. You live it fully, with clarity and grace. And there you have it. 8 simple but powerful morning rituals. Each one is small on its own. A glass of water, a stretch, a spoonful of protein, a few breaths of awareness. Yet when practiced together, they become something much larger. They form a foundation for vitality, clarity, and resilience at any age, especially after 60. Think about what these steps really mean. Hydration supports your heart. Movement awakens your circulation. Nourishment protects your muscles. Mobility preserves your independence. Mental clarity strengthens your memory. Gratitude uplifts your spirit. Breathing fuels your energy. And intention gives your day purpose. This is not a list of tasks. It is a way of honoring the body, mind, and spirit that have carried you this far. The beauty is, you don't need hours or expensive tools. You need only minutes. The first few moments after waking hold extraordinary power. Too often, we rush through them, letting stress dictate the tone of our day. But when you pause, when you choose to start with care, the ripple effects are profound. you not only age with grace, you live with intention. So I encourage you to try these 8 steps tomorrow morning. Begin with 1, if that's all you can do, then build from there. Notice how your body responds. Notice how your spirit lifts. Most importantly, notice how life feels different when you step into it prepared, grounded, and grateful. If this message resonated with you, please like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe for more insights on health, wisdom, and living fully at every age. Together, let's create mornings and lives filled with energy, clarity, and purpose.